The Audio Content Fund supports the creation of original public service radio content in the UK. Here are some highlights from the projects we funded in 2019.
You see the messages coming in from people at home, especially tonight, asking us why we're still talking about what happened between England and Bulgaria. You know, why do we have to constantly talk about racism on TalkSport?
Why wouldn't you want to talk about racism? Let's think of ideas of how we can, as broadcasters, as football fans, be better.
There was a guy actually driving on his way to kill himself. And I was on the radio talking about Dead Boys, talking about why I wrote the song and stuff. And this guy stopped the car, apparently bawled his eyes out on the side of the road for 3 hours and then turned the car around and then drove back to his wife, opened up to his wife, then opened up and went and got help. It doesn't matter where my career goes after this. It's the best thing that ever happened in my career, and it always will be.
Piers Agate is one quarter of the massively successful band Rudimental. When was the first time that you realised that you were experiencing some problems with your mental health?
I've only really noticed a real problem in the last 6 months and really tried to address it. It's the first time that I've started seeing therapy, which is only the last month. And that has been 8 years of a growing anxiety and mental health problems.
Before we go any further, I want to introduce you to my very special studio audience. For the next hour, we're going to be tackling the all-important subject of identity. What does identity mean to you?
Tony Wilson was an absolute powerhouse in Greater Manchester. He influenced Manchester as we know it today more than probably any other individual ever.
If all the children in your town believe that they're not just better than Birmingham or better than Cardiff, but in the most important thing that is done, which is the creation of youth culture, they believe that their city was better than Tokyo, Paris or Los Angeles. And in 1979, 80 and so on, they were right.
That's the late great Anthony H. Wilson. This is the Excess Manchester Music Tour, supported by the Audio Content Fund.
And is supported by the Audio Content Fund.
It's been funded by Audio Content Fund.
Supported by the Audio Content Fund.
Funded by the Audio Content Fund. The Audio Content Fund, funding original public service radio in the UK.